Hello guys, and welcome back to the Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to create a realistic scene and make your scene feel more realistic and make also the environment more realistic and overall add a better atmosphere to your scene. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's start now with the video. Okay, so that's our scene now without any optimization, we'll call it now. Our best friend is going to be our post-process volume. To add a post-process volume into your scene, you're just going to go into this as here, go into volume, or I just like to go to all classes because I then here's like everything, and then you can just go here like with your mouse cursor here to the right and just type in post-process volume, and now we have it. That's it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the search. We're going to type in infinity extend and bound. What basically it does is it basically means everything we change now, or we do now with this process volume, is going to affect the whole map, and it basically is doing this one here. So now let's go all the way down to everything what we can change and what we can do to look our scene better. The first thing we're going to change is the bloom. The bloom basically is for how strong the lightning is going to be. For example, if we do the intensity really high, you can see the lightning is going to be like really bright, but if we do it like really less, it's not going to be like that bright. We're going just to put it on 2. For example, now it's going to be like bright for you, but it's going to be perfect because your light should stand out a bit and have like a bit more bloom, and that's the reason we're adding it to 2. But of course, if you don't want to have it like this, you can just also put it to 1 or to this. But I think like 2 is like the best option in most cases, I think. But it always depends on your project. But for example, I'm just going to show you now how to make it on this one. The next one is Expressure. I love this thing. I think that's like one of the most like important options. Okay, so yeah, basically what's the Expressure is doing is like basically how is doing with the brightness, like how much like your scene is like brightened. And you can clearly see, like for example here, if you put it like to -3, it's really like dark. But if you put it like higher, it's going to be way brighter. And it's overall like it's not like really affecting the lights. It's like more like overall like everything, because bloom is only affecting lights. For example, we got here lightning there, and bloom is only affecting this one here, so it's basically not affecting like any light. So everything which is, if you go to you we go here to outliner, and we're going to go here to lights. Oh shit, wait, let me just put it this way. You can see every lightning you have in your scene right now, and every lightning you see here is going to affect you by the bloom and nothing more. And the Expressure is like overall like more like the dynamic of the lights and stuff like this. I would like to put it to 5.8 I mean, or we could put it also to 5, I think. The thing is, now it's really bright, but it's really bright, but we're going to fix this of course later. And now we're going to go to the next thing, which is the max and min. We're going to put this to 1 and 1, and now we can clearly see it's looking great, right? You see like the difference between not like let me just reset this. You can see it, like for example here it's like really bright, but of course we're putting this to 1 and 1, and now you can, that's like a whole big difference between the last one and the before. And for example now it makes sense also why we're using 5 and not for example -3, because because our min was like on 20, it was like really like dark, And yeah, you can just play around now with this. Just look how it sees, but you see like now already like a big difference between this. And also we're going to change the aberration, chromatic aberration. Difference. This one is without. For example, you always have to think like Expressure is like this one, like those main options are like you can see like the biggest things, and like all the other small options are just like really detailed things, like they're just going to affect like a little thing, but maybe this little thing can change like a big thing, you know. But just always keep it in mind. So it's like always like these other options are like mostly like just like details to make like everything look like better. The dot mask we can skip, the camera we can skip, the local expressure we can also skip, and now we come to the lens intensity, the lens flares. I'm going to take the intensity, the bokeh size, and the threshold. I'm going to put this to 0.5. You saw the difference. I don't know if you know with this, with if you look in the sun, you got like this blending thing, and that's basically what it does now. So you see like here, you see in our camera now, like this lightning coming. Yeah, that's basically what it does. I wouldn't use that on your map. But in scenes, of course, for example, if you're going to use this as a background, a main menu background scene, use that. But if you're not, if you're using this in your map, don't use it. It's just annoying, and I don't know. Maybe your player going to quit your game. Let's put this intensity to 0. Let's just put it like just small. Let's just put it to 1, I would say. That's going to be perfect. And now we're going to go into the image effects. The image effects, if you know like an old camera, the background is going to be, it's like the sides are like getting black and have like more depth feeling. And that's basically what this does. So for example, here you got like this really bright, not really scary, like harmful scene, but if you go like more higher, you see like it's getting like more dark. It's also like adding more like an atmosphere to it, and you can clearly see the difference. I wouldn't put that too high, but just put it to, I don't know, 0.4 or 5. Yeah, that's how it looks on 5, but I think 0.5 is going to be good. So just don't overuse it. If you're using too much, it's not going to look probably good. Here we're only going to take this iteration on. Here you can just change like how much the colors are standing out in your scene, for example in here and in here. But I don't know, I think for the scene we don't need this. So yeah, we're just going to skip this because if you have like a game, because you have to always think like it's your scene, you know. What are you like? What expression do you want from your scene to make? Do you want your scene to be like colorful and be like, it's like probably said like for kids, like not really for kids, but you know, like you have like a really beautiful, for example, Genshin Impact would be like, you would use this one here, this global here, because you want to have like first your beautiful is a game where you have like many colors. You want your beautiful map to stand out, and for example in this scene we don't want to have many colors. We want to keep it simple, like from the colors we want to have like a more like a grain atmosphere. We want to have like a scary atmosphere, because that's still a abandoned hospital, and we don't have to put it colorful. It wouldn't, then if we put it like colorful, for example this, it really doesn't look anymore like abandoned. It looks like it's like clean, it's like built like new, you know. That's a expression you always have to keep in mind. But basically I can just explain you saturations, just how much the color is standing out. The contrast is like how much you can see the difference between bright and dark. For example, if I put it high, you can obviously see the difference between bright and dark. And here you can see like, and here it's like on one, it's just like the middle of it. The gamma is just like the brightness, and the gain and the offset. I don't really touch this. I don't know, I just, it doesn't work with this. Next is going to be the film. With this we're going to just basically take everything. And you know what? We're just going to leave it like this. Next thing we're going to make is the screen loom reflection. You can do this, but I don't know, to be honest. There is not like much reflection or scene, so you don't really need it. But what we need is a screen space reflection. We're going to put this to 17, the quality to 100. You can just put it like this. Now the lightning is like more reflecting, and overall like looking better. And the last thing is going to be the ambient occlusion. So just put to 0.5 and to, I don't know, 80. It doesn't have to be like that intense. The radius doesn't have to be like that big, so let's just keep it simple. Maybe the post-process volume settings exactly. Oh nope, here's everything fixed, here's everything alright. And there we go. We are finished. So basically, what we also can do is temperature. You can do the temperature. You can just make it like a really more cold scene, or you can just make it like a really warm scene. For this, I would just keep it in the middle. I want it to be too cold, because I don't know, then like all the atmosphere and like the colors it has is completely gone, and we still want to keep some colors, you know, in the scene. So I wouldn't put it too cold, but I don't know. If you have like a cold scene, just make it cold. You know better, right? So you create your own scene, and you know you have clearly a vision of your map. If it's going to be cold or warm, so you basically know better. For example, the beach scene is not going to be cold. It's going to be more like warm. For example, it's more going to be like I would say like 11, like something like here would be like a beach scene. But yeah, you clearly know better. And that's basically how it does now. So that's the difference between no post-process volume, and that's the difference with post-process volume. Basically, post-process volume is going to be your best friend. What we also can do is to make our scene looking way better is to add a expansional height fog. For example, you can just go to the expansional height fog. You're going to add volumetric fog, and then you can go into your lights, and you can go into volumetric scattering effect. And what it basically does is you have like your scene, because you're adding this you're adding this height fog. I don't want to add this word, is so hard to say, exponential height fog, so I'm just saying height fog, but you guys probably what I mean with this, but yeah. Yeah, so basically with this adding we have like a fog in our map, and because of this, and we want our light to make the fog visible, you see, and that's what we add with the volumetric scattering effect. For example, that's how it looks on 0. We have the lightning is not making the fog clear, but if you put it on 100, you can clearly see the fog, you see. And I wouldn't put it that high, so I would just put it to, for example, that's the difference between 25, you see, like making too much looks basically not not good. So I would basically just put to 20 or maybe 25 or something, or 30, something like this, but just don't overuse it and make it clean. And that's, guys, how you can make your scene look better. Just a simple video. I didn't upload 1 month, nothing. I don't know. I didn't have time to make videos, to be honest. But yeah, I hope the video can help you making your scene look way better. And yeah, basically, like all the options I did now, I just explained like the most important things, like the like I just explained, you know, the things we can just clearly see the difference. Because bro, if I would explain like everything, it would like take a lot of time. But I think you clearly understanding like what I'm trying to say like overall, and basically like not everything is going to be like you're going to see like a big difference. For example the lens. Okay, the lens, there is a difference with this lighting here, for example, like you see. But for example in here with bloom, like the threshold, okay, you can see like, okay, no, that's not good example. Okay, for example the chromatic aberration, for example, there you can see like not a big difference, for example, or you cannot really see you can see in the temperature, but in the frame, for example, like that's just all like the other things I just did now, like that's just like, so they're like just like small details, but they're like really affecting your level. So I don't know, you can just maybe look at your scene, just do it maybe without these things, like this little detail, and then just do it with the big things where you can see clearly a difference, and then maybe you can see like a small difference between without the details and with the details. But I don't know, I would just hit them. It's like everything you need in the scene, because I don't know, like the scene, like small things can make like a big difference. So yeah, it has like a big difference if I have like this lens flats or not. And yeah, so guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope I could help you with this video. Have a nice day, guys. Have a great day. Have a great life. And yeah.